Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chicks and Salsa. And we have a guest that's going to salsa with us, right, Adam?
Oh, do I love salsa? I mean, this is Taco Tuesday, so I like to party.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
You know what? I never even put that together.
Don't tell nobody that.
Going so far. Let's start with
I read your thoughts over here.
Brains going, the blonde, or what? Sorry.
You know, blondes have more fun. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you think I keep putting it in my hair?
Oh, you guys are too much. Well, we're going to start out the show with something that happened this past weekend. Two of our ladies were representing Chicks and Salsa / 3 Chicks in a Pod at the ACC Championship, and they met up with Mr. Adam, who was also there. So the three of you, I'm going to randomly start putting pictures up, and if you guys want to tell us about your experience, that would be wonderful. Actually, you know what? Let's do the intro video. Let's do that video that you guys did first, and then you guys can start talking. How's that sound, ladies?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, it works for me.
Hey y'all, two of the Chicks and Salsa crew here at Bank of America Stadium with you guys. It's Dawn and I. We're having a blast, and ACC, thank you for always treating us so well. We are excited to find out who's going to win the championship because honestly, nobody really saw Duke and Virginia being in it. Did you?
Exactly. So,
but I'm here for it.
So all you Duke and Virginia fans, come on, tell us who you think's gonna win and
Exactly.
what's the score gonna be.
Let's go.
Okay, ladies.
I look really chunky in that video. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying anything.
Because you were holding the camera. I learned
exactly.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Exactly.
You know, I'm actually very surprised at that game. I was very surprised that Duke pulled that off.
Yep.
Well, and they did it by longevity because, we'll tell you about those pictures in a second.
Okay.
But Duke actually had two of the longest touchdown in ACC championship history, or in ACC history, actually. One was 9 minutes and 38 seconds, and the other one was 8 minutes. And where's my notes? Because I was writing notes. But they were the two longest, 8 minutes and 2 seconds. Those are the two longest scoring drives in ACC championship history and in the ACC. And so, yeah. And honestly, I kind of felt like the refs really did let the guys play. Didn't you?
They did. I did.
Yeah.
I do. I actually, while they were playing, I noticed, and I took notes on it. There were three people that I thought were standouts that I think we should be kind of following to see if they make it to the NFL. It was Maddox Marcellus, Jeremy Hazley, and Tashawn Reed.
Okay.
Those three kind of stood out to me. I want to start kind of watching them, see how far they go.
Yeah, they will. And then Taylor from UVA had over 1,000 rushing yards this season too.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive. So I say we watch them too.
Yeah, very much.
I'll say I want to mention both quarterbacks. Especially the one from Virginia, Chandler Morris. He had a good game, and we know we're trying to beat a team twice. So, in that comeback by Virginia in the fourth quarter was incredible, and they should have went for two after scoring the touchdown. But give credit to Duke. No one saw this coming, and now the college football playoff is a mess.
No, we were walking out. I know, right? At least Miami got in. I'm sorry, but Alabama,
I know.
Hey,
I'm also not really.
I'm not even a Bama hater. I'm not a passionate lover, but there were other teams that had better records.
As a Bama fan, I agree. However, Hey, we earn it.
Mhm.
And now, Don, Alabama has to face Oklahoma for a second time, and we'll see
Yes.
if Alabama has learned from their mistakes when they
I think
lost to
so.
Oklahoma in Tuscaloosa. And this
Yeah.
game is being played in Norman, Oklahoma on a Friday night. We see
Friday
Correct.
this
Night Lights,
happen
maybe.
on a Friday
Friday
night.
Night Lights.
So please put this in the history books. Go Sooners.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. See, Carrie,
so-
and I loved you.
Okay,
See,
well,
we were like
I-
this till you said that.
See, I got to back Carrie on this one because honestly, Don, there were other schools who had better winning records that got
I agree.
overlooked once
I
again.
agree.
I will
I agree.
I will
I
also
mean-
say that I have two cousins that have season tickets for every sport that Oklahoma has. So they are season ticket holders.
you
Been
mean
invited down to take privilege of being in one of their seats for
Mhm.
anything I want to go to. So as much as I am not an Oklahoma fan for many things besides softball, I'll root for them.
let's see here. Oklahoma has a good gymnastics program, a good soccer program, basketball. So,
Absolutely, I didn't mean to derail, but yes, the Oklahoma girls gymnastic team is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they
Yes,
have
they
a lot
are.
of the same coming back this year, so it should be unbelievable.
yeah.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about you guys saw an awesome championship.
We
Manny
did.
Diaz is the coach for Duke. If most of you may or may not know, he coached for Miami before
Mhm.
Mario Cristobal, and he was fired and let go from here.
Yep.
It's kind of ironic that he won a championship before Mario has.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
that's true, Candy.
Kind of
Okay,
reflective
so-
of what is happening in the NFL with the Pats, but
Mhm.
Don't remind me.
gotta
Well,
wonder
in
if they're
all
making any
honesty,
question. They're questioning their choices.
Well, yeah.
Well, Miami, I could actually see going to the CFP, the actual championship game. Couldn't you?
Well, let's face it. They play Texas A&M to start the playoffs, and then the winner of that team gets Ohio State. Now, Ohio State, granted, they got beat by Indiana, but not by much.
Right.
Correct.
It'd be a tough
Yeah.
team.
Hey, Candy, it's called. I think it's called if Ohio State were to face Miami, and you and I and Chris will discuss this when you come on our show at 9:15. But
Really, Adam?
I don't know. I'm impressed with Indiana this year, though.
well,
I am too. Oh
I'm
yeah.
very impressed
Yeah.
with Indiana.
well,
They
it's
came
like
out of
this.
nowhere.
I mean, if Ohio State and Miami do face each other again, I think we all remember what happened in that Fiesta Bowl between
Mhm.
Ohio State and Miami and the pass interference that wasn't called, and that's why Ohio State won the game, and that's why Miami didn't win
Mhm.
back-to-back national championships.
I honestly would like to see either Texas A&M or no Texas Tech or Indiana in the championship.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I also find it interesting, and I'm really not sure I am sold on this with Notre Dame being told they can be in the playoffs regardless of anything as long as they have a schedule. You know, they rank in the top. I understand their frustration, but I'm not sure that that's. Do we want to write it in where only one school gets a go into the? That's weird to me. Like
Yeah.
everybody
I
else
thought
has
it was
earned this
weird.
spot. You, as long as you do what you've done the last couple of years, will be in. That to me is.
I even read this that since Notre Dame didn't play, since they aren't participating in a bowl game, I read that they may or may not get in to the college football playoff for next year.
Who?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
It's been written as long as they stay above the 12, the 12th place in the rankings. They'll go
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So there's rumors now that they're going to they might join not the ACC but flip to the SEC network. They're rumors, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and well, yeah, and there's supposed to be a press conference that was, I've heard rumors that Notre Dame is trying to get out of the ACC for everything, because if you look at Notre Dame out, they are in the ACC for every sport
Basketball.
except football and ice hockey, because Notre Dame in ice hockey is associated with the Big Ten.
Mhm.
So,
And honestly, they've always had the rumors that they're going to try to get in with the SEC.
sure.
My personal belief, they're not. They're going to.
No, they wouldn't go to the
As
SEC.
is. But I also don't think Carolina will join the SEC either.
No, North Carolina wouldn't join the SEC.
I don't
Jeez.
think so.
But
No.
remember, after kickoff, Adam, they were talking about that.
I know,
And-
Jen. I know, but that's that, and this is.
I mean,
now.
I think it's a rumor. I think it's BS because honestly, Carolina was one of the 7 original funding teams
they were.
and universities for the ACC.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
I think we hear a lot of things that aren't accurate, but Notre Dame really wanted to be independent, like we did, ladies, like we did, because we want to be responsible for our own money, our own TV rights, so to speak.
That's why Notre Dame went to NBC. And
Yeah.
They, and they
Correct.
signed that contract in like 91 or 92, and that's why they keep extending it, because
Mhm.
they don't want to be in a conference. Because
I respect that. I just question why we're going to write in the rules or in the
But yeah.
overview or whatever
Notre
that
Dame had a
they
better
get
record
in.
than
I'm like, it's
Alabama.
just really weird to me.
Well, what I don't understand is why on the last playoff ranking, you all of a sudden, when Notre Dame and Miami didn't play, you
Mhm.
switched and flipped and moved them. Like, why didn't you have Miami above Notre Dame earlier in
thank
the
you.
rankings?
Yeah,
And that's
That's
what
the
I think.
person I have been
That's what
talking
Notre
about.
Dame is really upset about.
And,
Because
and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
It has to
Because-
be about money. Nothing
Of course.
Yeah.
nothing happens without a money motivation.
Thank you.
Correct.
I was there last year. In all honesty, Notre Dame fans showed up in Atlanta.
Well,
They
I'm
always
saying that
do.
there's money changing somewhere that we may or may not ever see or understand why, but money changed somewhere to make that thing change.
Yep.
but-
Definitely.
I mean, Carrie, I know you say you'd like to see I'd like to see Miami win it all. In fact, because let's face it, it's going to be played at Hard Rock Stadium. So that would be really cool, I think, to see Miami at least in the title game again. I don't
Yeah.
know that it's going to happen, but I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
And
What day is
Yeah.
the game? Does anybody know?
it's like,
Mm.
I think
I was
it's
trying to
on like
find
a-
it. And I
Isn't the
couldn't find
weekend
it.
before Super Bowl? So it'd be like
I think so.
February 7th, because I think
I don't think
around
it's
the
that
14th
long.
is when
No, I
the,
don't think it's that late.
Yeah, that
I
at
don't
the end
think
of
that way.
January. I would have to go look.
or is it 2 weeks before the Super Bowl? Because then the Pro Bowl will be the week before.
Yeah.
It's at the middle or end of January.
I think it's at
That
the
was in the middle. The
I
third
couldn't
weekend
find
of
it. That's what I
January
was here
last
trying
year.
to find, and I couldn't find it.
yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
This
if
is
I
before
have
my
it.
life got flipped upside down. But yeah,
Yeah, it's called. I've got to get going. Head on
I
over to
need-
Krista's show.
oh yeah, you
Well,
do.
thank
Hi,
you, Adam.
It's
Bye.
called. Thanks,
Oh, let's
ladies.
go, Candy. Can we show that one picture of Adam real quick?
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
All right, all of you. That's me, an ESPN college football sideline reporter, and fellow Massachusetts native.
You're
Molly
from New
McGrath.
Hampshire.
Yes, and it's called. I went up to her. I asked if I could have a picture with her, and she said, "Would you like to hold the microphone?" I was like, "I mean, I can't say no to someone that works at ESPN." So that's how the picture came about. So yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So I will, Candy. I will see you again at 9:15.
Yes.
Jen and Don, I had a blast hanging out with you two. Gary,
Same.
I feel sorry, after everything that's happened with your Chiefs this year, but I mean, there's always next year.
I'm not, as I said offline, I'm not
Worried about
sad.
the Chiefs.
I'm not
We're
disappointed.
exactly.
I am a Chiefs fan, and I remember when having 6 wins in a season would have been a godsend. So
Yes. Yes,
I'm not
so-
worried about you guys. I feel like it's gonna come together. I
I
don't know why.
Yes.
I'm not. I really am not. I'm more
You're not
enjoying the
trusting.
fact that Crimea Rivers is back in the NFL. So
How is
Yeah.
he and not Cam? I'm just saying.
No,
All right, that's a different story for a different day. I know.
we'll have to bring Justin Timberlake on and have him stare. I think that the
no,
Colts now have a new
I heard
theme
he's
song.
free.
it's called one of these days. Y'all are gonna have Thomas Davis on, former Carolina Panthers star. Thanks to Jen. So
Yes, we are. I was so proud of myself. I got out of my own head on Saturday night. I stood there,
If I
watched him for a
remember who that
second,
was, I would.
and I was like, bump it. And I just walked up and I was like, hi, Mr. Davis. He was like, yes. I was like, I'm that crazy chick who started the petition to keep you in Carolina. And he on Twitter and on Facebook, he was like, "Oh my god, I remember that."
True.
It was so cool.
I heard it with my own 2 ears.
Thanks for
right.
joining us, Adam.
You're
Get out of
welcome.
here.
Thanks for stopping by, Adam.
Bye.
I will
Thank
see
you.
you
Love you
at
and Chris.
9:15, Candy.
Thanks. See you
You're
later.
Candy, boot him out.
Yeah. All right.
Bye.
See y'all.
Bye, Adam. Love you.
Adios, ladies.
So just to kind of give you guys a heads up, so the first round of the college football playoffs is Friday and Saturday, December 19th and 20th. The next round is December 31st and January 1st. The next round would be January 8th and January 9th. And then the final game is actually Monday, January 19th.
Okay. So January 19th is the final game. Okay.
Yep. Jen, do you want to talk a little bit? I know you said you were going to talk a little bit more about these pictures.
Yeah. So, okay. So it was really cool because we started talking to this gentleman who was sitting in front of us, KB, and he works for the Panthers and he does like all the audio video or a lot of the audio visual. So he took us into the control room and that's where those pictures are at. And I asked if we could take pictures and if I could share them on the show. And so it's just really cool. Like I didn't get like, it doesn't show everything, but it's so unique. And then like behind where we're standing, there's another room and that man, there's a man in there, Jum, and he was running everything from the trucks out there, like the truck satellite feed to other feeds within the stadium, but it was really cool. And then he like we were
Very.
shown another room that where like all the Panther vision is done. So I mean, it was just pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Got to see where the DJ is. Got to see
Yeah.
his little room. Yeah.
We did.
That's really neat.
It was really,
really
cool.
cool.
And I thank Don for that because I think that Don is the reason why we got in there. I really do. Thanks, Don.
I don't know.
I
He
do
was
think
nice
so.
though. He was
He
nice.
was very nice. Yeah.
So yeah. But she's the reason I got the picture with Thomas Davis. So hey.
Yes.
Because she walked up to him.
I just got out of my own head. Ladies, I really get in my own head sometimes. I know it's hard to believe that I get a little shy, but I do. Don's seen it. Don can attest.
Yes.
But I just was like, I deserve to be on this field. Like, I worked hard. It was like, and he's just a man. And I had to fight hard not to say anything like, oh, I interviewed your wife at Super Bowl because they're going through a separation right now. But he was super nice, sincere. He cracked me up because then, like, I saw how tall he was compared to Don, and I made a joke.
So she
Is that why you
picture
said
didn't
behind
He
you,
did more
Don?
pictures
Well,
with Don
so
where he
the
was, like,
picture
lower
didn't come
down.
out. The picture didn't come out the best, so I didn't post that one. But she made him get down right next to me so that he wouldn't just look like this giant above
He
me.
was
It was just
towering.
like,
I was cracking up.
I'm like, he's
Ladies,
gonna be
it was
like,
so
these two women are crazy.
heavy. I know.
But
And I was
hey,
like,
but
can
he
I
said he would come on
DM
the
you
show.
to come on our
So
show? And he
Yeah.
said he would, so I need to DM him this evening.
Fantastic.
because that would be like, that's just, yeah. That's up there with Cam Newton for me, because like Thomas Davis was truly, you could tell when Thomas Davis wasn't there. Luke didn't trust other people the way he trusted TD. And he and TD are very, very close still. So maybe it'd lead to Luke coming on too. Who knows?
There we go.
We all got hopes.
Yes.
So, but so tell us about your weekends, ladies. Candy, Carrie, y'all had some stuff going on.
I just watched a lot of ball.
I thought you, Candy, weren't you covering one of the bowl games?
No, nope, not this weekend. We actually were off this weekend because there wasn't any championship games close to us.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we got to watch them from the comforts of our home. I mean,
Oh, that was nice.
you know, you watch. I mean, there were some really good games this weekend. Let's face it, Indiana really brought their A game, and kudos to him. Kudos to Kurt Signetti. I mean, he's having success wherever he goes, but to have the record that he's accomplished at a basketball school.
So yeah, that was the thing I was going to say is who would have said 3 years ago, last year, I don't know, Indiana Hoosiers are always synonymous with basketball, same as Duke.
Correct.
And who won their championships this weekend in
Two basketball schools.
football are the two basketball schools. So I think that's
Yep.
phenomenal. I think that's fantastic. I think that shows that where the NIL and things like that are working because it's moving these schools that you did not anticipate or you did not, have not been steadfast football schools in the past. We're seeing them come to light and programs coming to the forefront. And the same is true for the flip side on basketball. Those that have been notoriously good for football, we're starting to see those colleges be able to play in a level playing field in basketball. And I like that where it's bringing, there was disparity where you could go and be recognized to making that a level playing field. That's what I do like about the NIL. And the stupid portal with the weird dates and everything that belongs there.
Yeah, I just don't really like the date. I don't like how many teams that were invited to go to bowl games have declined. I think the meaning of the bowl game was an honor before, and so many teams are changing that perspective. And I get it. Part of it is NIL, the transfer portal, the fact that coaches left. There's college football is in a state of mess right now, to be honest with you.
And I understand that they want to open those portals when the semester ends. I get that. But
Correct.
if you want the bowl participation, I also think that we have way too many bowls. And
yeah, it's not as special anymore.
I remember as a kid that we watched the Orange Bowl parade, and then we watched the Orange Bowl, and we watched the Rose Bowl parade, and we watched Rose Bowl. And that was pomp and circumstance. That was elite. That was special. I get it. We have all these different things that have come to light and opportunities, but the bowl season is not the elite echelon with limited amount of invites. Yes, they're still limited, but when you have 20 bowls as opposed to what was there, maybe 4 to 6.
Right. You had the Fiesta Bowl, you had the Orange Bowl, you had the Chick-fil-A Peachtree Bowl, you had XYZ.
But I think you had more bowls. I just don't think we realized it. And they emphasized the importance of the big ones. The big Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl, those, because they had parades, they had they meant something, and like they do now because they're in the college football playoffs. But some of these other smaller bowls, it's a chance for a stadium or a select to fan base to go to these bowls. It's a chance to have economic impact for the teams that are playing and for the community that hosts them as well. And I get it. I get to a certain extent, but I also think they're kind of cool because they're another place that teams can exhibit their talents, and another place for people that maybe couldn't see them during the regular season, that now in a bowl game they can go see them besides on tape. Because let's face it, film is whatever it is, but to see people in person play a game and how they react is a very different aspect.
I
Correct.
also think with all the different bowl games, we've noticed that some of the schools that we felt like were smaller schools throughout the years have come to light in football and basketball, that before it was like, who are they, and they, like in basketball they'd be the Cinderella team because nobody had really heard of them, and then some of those schools turn out to start being in the top 20
Gonzaga.
every year. Yeah, they are
Yeah,
definitely the
Xavier.
Cinderella story for that.
1995 was their Cinderella run.
Nobody
And
had ever heard of them, and now, I mean,
They're
everybody
a top
knows who they
team.
are.
Yeah.
And Xavier.
So, yeah, so I mean, I do like the fact that we have several bowl games. Like Candy said, people get to get some recognition, they get to be seen. And I think also when it comes to some of the smaller schools, I guess what we would consider smaller compared to some of like Duke um and Miami and things like that, is also scouts get to see some of these other players. So some of these other players who actually are doing very well get a chance to get seen by a scout that they might not have seen any other time, because some of these scouts are not going to some of the smaller schools to go look, and they're not looking at the film at some of the, and they're missing out on some really good athletes because of that. I
Right.
mean,
Agreed.
we already know that with Colorado, Shador and Travis Hunt, they wouldn't have been seen if it hadn't been for Deion Sanders being the coach there. Because
And Daddy.
right, because Colorado is just not a school that you go, oh yeah, let's go watch Colorado every
Well, they
Saturday.
used to be though, because that was the reason why I wanted to go to school there.
But they are, but that's
In
what I'm
the 80s,
saying.
they
So
were.
now they've come back to light. So now more of those players got an opportunity when it came to the draft. So with those bowl games, more of these guys are getting an opportunity to be seen.
So just to give you guys an a sample, the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Like we all know, like how long has that really been in play? It used to be the Blockbuster Bowl, and it started back in 1990. So it's been around for longer than I think we think some of these bowl games are.
So that's 35 years.
Exactly. And
the Chick-fil-A Bowl came out.
Ooh,
Peach Bowl.
the Chick-fil-A, it's been, gosh, when did that come out?
At
Because I
least
used to
30, 40
volunteer
It used
for
to be
it.
the Peach Bowl, wasn't it? Isn't
Yeah.
that why Peach Treat?
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the Peach Bowl was around when I was little too. So I remember that being on the TV
Yeah.
too.
That's been
Peach
around forever.
Bowl is an annual college football bowl game played annually in Atlanta, Georgia since it's almost as old as me. December 30th, 1968.
Yeah, I remember it in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
back
been
when
around
little
forever.
Carrie watched football with her daddy.
Yep. So
Yep.
I think the bowls, yes, it gives it just gives a lot of athletes a chance to be recognized and to show their skills. So I'm all for it. No, we don't get to see, you might not get to see all of them, but there's some teams that you're like, wait, let's take a look at them. Or sometimes I look at the ones that, like you said, the Pop-Tart Bowl. I might look at that because of who's playing, or I might just want to see what those teams, what they're doing. So, I mean, yes, don't get me wrong. I'm a Bama fan all day long when it comes to football. Do I want to always see them play? Absolutely. But are there other good teams? Like now that Indiana has come out of the woodworks, am I going to want to watch that? Absolutely. I would want to watch them. Last year I watched Notre Dame. Like there are some other teams that I think need to have an opportunity.
Yeah. Well, Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Don, do you remember when we were walking out of the stadium and we were in front of the stadium actually outside? And I burst out laughing, and you, Chris, and Adam all like looked at me. It's
Mhm.
because right beside me, Duke is a basketball school, okay?
Correct.
Carolina, basketball school, and like the last 20 years. Used to be both, but Duke used to kind of be both too, to be fair. That being said, there was a Duke fan who came out and was like, "We're a freaking football school now."
Oh yeah, I
I
heard
You
that.
heard him say that?
I
Yeah.
heard him say
I
that.
started laughing so hard.
I
They
heard
were
him
like, "They're
say that. That was
protesting that."
funny. Yes, that was funny. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I couldn't really cheer. Of course, we couldn't cheer for anybody. We had to remain
No.
neutral.
I almost got
Um,
in trouble when I burst out laughing, but what my friend texted me was so accurate.
so
No, in the middle of the press box, I burst out laughing because my girlfriend Erica texted me and she was like, "Why does Duke's head coach look like Donald Trump Jr.?" I can't unsee that now. Because it's true.
but yeah, I mean, hey, I'm happy for them. I definitely, if I'm not at a bowl game, I'm definitely gonna like Candy. I'm gonna be sitting at home, warm, watching football,
Mhm.
all day with my snacks. And my thing is when I'm looking at colleges, I'm looking at who's gonna be in the draft, who's gonna be the next.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm
Which
not
is why
looking.
I don't mind for us to be higher up in the draft because I've already picked out some that I wouldn't mind to have.
Well, and here's the other thing is that most of the ones that are in the top don't always become the star in the NFL.
Right.
So I like to see not so much of who everybody's talking about the star is on the team, who else is there that a scout is going to pick up. And Tom Brady is I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I will say that is one story. I'm pretty much I'm the last person to get picked, and I become a star, and I'm in the NFL for almost 20
Sure.
years.
Brock Purdy,
So
Mr.
yeah,
Irrelevant.
yeah.
But hey,
Brock Pur-
Don,
Mhm.
our angry George K. Karkalas, we can go. I have receipts. We go back into our first draft show that Three Chicks in a Pod did, and I
Mhm.
said that was one of the guys that I wanted, and
Mhm.
he didn't go high, but he went to the right. I mean, I am so glad we got him because dude
Correct.
is a beast.
And that's so yeah. So I mean, that's who I want to look at when I'm looking at the bowl
Mhm.
games. It gives me a chance to see who else shines, who else I think, somebody's gonna pick them up. Like they're gonna, and I don't always remember everybody's names, and I always forgive my people for I'm like, I'm not the best at names, but and I try, but I'm like, is that that okay, who do we need, or who else is somebody looking at? Okay, do we need a cornerback this year? Okay, who's gonna stand out that's playing right now? Who's in the top 25? Okay, let me look at who those people are. So I think it's great, that some of the smaller schools get recognition
Right.
Hmm.
because there's some great players that are at some of the smaller schools.
Oh, absolutely. That's honestly why I was disappointed. And Jacob and I actually had a really long conversation about this on Pundit's Pundit one night. I was really disappointed that Dan left, but I understand he couldn't pay his coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the HBCUs have let their people down, let their coaching staff down and their football players. Like
Mm-hmm.
NCAA has a lot of is one of the more profitable
It is.
historically Black colleges.
Howard, Hampton,
Mhm.
A&T, FAMU,
It's kind of funny
Southern.
that they're all in the South too, the more
Well,
profitable ones.
most of them
Hey,
are in the South. They're most
Mhm.
of them are in the South, but
That's true.
ladies,
those.
I don't want to be disrespectful,
Mhm.
but I also want to let you know that we're after 7 and we know what Miss Candy's slate looks like, especially tonight.
Oh yeah, Andy, go
Oh
pee and
yeah.
go eat. We
Go.
love you. Oh, wait.
Bye,
We
Candy.
gotta do one thing for Candy because last week was her birthday.
Oh yeah, we can see. I didn't miss
Oh,
it
we
after
gotta
all, did I?
sing.
Should we gonna sing?
Yeah. So Don, we sing.
Oh no, Dawn can't.
Yes, we
sing.
do.
Yes, we do. And then we'll sing for you too.
Oh,
None
Candy,
of us
I
can
don't think.
sing.
I don't
None of
think
us can
you
sing, but we sing.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy birthday to you.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear
Candy.
Candy.
Happy
Happy birthday to
to
you.
you.
Much love, much love. Thank you, ladies.
That
All
was
right,
the
you have a
worst
good
we've ever
week.
done, and it's because we love you so much.
Oh, I love you guys too. That was
Oh wait,
awesome.
there's someone calling in because we said that we have such great voices that they want to sign us to record deal. Yeah, not.
I mean, auto tune is the thing. I'm just saying, but I got a box of Samoas to eat too. So, and a cash vault to build. I love you, ladies.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks,
Have a great
everybody.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.